Welcome back to Penny Plays Exanima. I am making a new character, or actually recruiting a new character. I'm gonna call him Leggy because he's kind of long. And then we're gonna give him hair in a nice man bun. Gonna make his voice very deep. Deep enough. Then we're just gonna give him, like, the stick. Like, get that stick. There we go. Get that shirt. We're gonna get clothed. It's early morning, so I'm gonna feel a little weird. Okay, so normal Rick is gonna dual wield. Mike Tyson's primarily going to be punchy and shieldy, I guess. So what else do we need? Punch, shield, no, shield, a two-hander. We're going to want a two-hander. So we want a riposte, I think, after parry. Yeah, okay, we'll refine there. So we got a two-hander, a shielder, and a dual wielder. I think those are the primary builds. If we want to see any more builds, specifical, I guess specifical is a word. Specific builds, we can make that happen. Leggy one. Now, you know what, Mike? Maybe you need some experience that doesn't involve punching people in the head. Now, I know that punching people in the head is amazing, but hitting people in the head is nice too. Also, I would like an axe for you, I think. The axe has a weird downswing in that it can actually hit legs. Well, I've seen it hit legs more often than not. I think we can dash in this. Come on. Maybe this gives more experience. Yeah, that wasn't a good swing. Headshot, headshot. Headbutt, headbutt. No, there you go. This is a nice dose of morning coffee for me, much like XCOM Exanima when I was playing it a lot more. I fell down. Exanima, when I was playing it more, did serve as a good way for me to wake up. Alright, Mike Tyson has leveled up. And let's give him, I don't know. Let's see, what's this? Remiss, okay. We should gear up with shields. I don't think we can get shields soon. I think when the earliest we can get shields is in novice tier. But I should start preparing for that. Now, I want the cancel ability on Will as well. Yeah, choose then your attack to quickly parry. Yes, seize a feigned attack to attack again. Alright, that's what we want to start training up on him. Let's see if we have anything aspirant tier we can buy for you. In terms of dual wielding, not a lot. Not a lot of anything, actually. We have money for a cleaver, but it's a little short-ranged for me, and I think he's a little tall. Well, more pugilism for Mike. I don't know what else to do right now. This is the part of the game that quote-unquote is most boring, or at least this is the basics. This will force you to get into the basics first before... Haha, I countered you with an uppercut. Jesus. Back up. Now, my problem here is I've always felt a little inconsistent in terms of how I play Exanima. I'm trying to create that consistency by stepping back and dashing less. I expected that to hit. Uppercut? Uppercut. Well, I'm sure you're dislocated now. Well, I punched you in the... let's call it a heartbreak punch, because we punched him in the armpit, and he was like, that's my heart. Because I was born a freak. And therein lies the concern. At least the weapons change after every match now instead of slowly. This is an adept weapon. This is actually not a bad weapon for him to start with. We can toss that over to another character eventually, so that's not a bad trade-off. Now, we gotta manage this because it doesn't promulgate throughout... Propagate, I think is the word we're looking for. Propagate throughout builds. So yeah, now we have our aspirant weapons, not aspirant armor, unfortunately. Elimination. But we're trading up double wielding, the dual wielding for you, but we don't have it yet. It is good money though. Yeah, why don't you get in there, Mike? Leggy is a little light, so heavy weapons don't necessarily work for him. He's probably gonna have to focus entirely on what am I saying here? On like lighter weapons like swords or even spears actually. Dual wield, two-handed weapon does not care what style of weapon you have, although I think eventually it will do that. Hey you, how about you get donked on the ribs? I drew blood with a blunt weapon on his ribs. Might have scratched him right through that armor. And now he's dead. Or armor or jacket? I want more jackets, man. They look so fucking slick. That's a nice hammer. I'll be taking that now. And again. Ooh, no, okay. I accidentally ran forward. I forgot that right click was actually the button to make us run forward. Which may be important in the future. Speaking of important in the future, let's give you the hammer. The hammer is his penis. You see, and we're gonna use it to bonk this guy in the head. Or not. I'm very obsessed with this now. Just getting that head crush move. No? Alright, again, you're gonna step forward. And I'm gonna... You don't have the double swings yet. Eventually, this tactic is not gonna work out so well for us, considering people will have remiss at later levels. They might even have it at the aspirant level, just not now. So we can confidently counterattack at any given opportunity, like so. If we hadn't scared. Let go of the shift button, Pat. This is not Need for Speed, a game I think that I haven't heard anybody talk about in a very long while. Oh wow, that is unexpected. He slipped through my defenses. Deep breaths, focus on V. Getting the right shot off. Now. Wow. Misjudged distance. This is kind of turning into a rally. I don't want a rally. I want a murder. You see, people talk about how they want it to be easy to... Actually, I'll tab after this. I don't know if I'm actually recording. They talk about how, you know, I'm not easy to please. But why? Because of exacting standards? Jesus, that wasn't a good swing. Just keep moving back. Let her go in the offensive for now. Oh, we punched her. He's not very good at the non-pugilistic stuff, I think. We also have remiss, which means I should be using it more. Nah. Hold on, I'm a little too excited. Gotta let go of that shift button. It's gonna step in, and we're gonna murder her. There we go. Murdering. Only for video games is that okay. For the most part. I'm sure there are exceptions out there, but I don't like thinking about those exceptions. I don't think it's a healthy mindscape to be, unless it's my job. And it most certainly is not my job. Smush! Killer of the universe. Okay, yeah, it's people... I have exacting standards for my entertainment. I mean, as standards for entertainment go, I think you're looking for the bare minimum here. You're looking for... You know, but it doesn't hurt anybody, or at least if it hurts somebody, it's funny enough so that the person being hurt, you know, doesn't feel too bad about it. That's a nice level of comfort, I think. It's just, but then people are like, you know what, I'm gonna be sadder more of the time because I don't. This is not actually the kind of style I'm into, but that's okay. I have a remiss in this guy. You see, they got that double swing, so we got to be careful about that remiss. I would be remiss if I didn't pay attention to the remiss. Also, we bonked that lady on the head. Probably going to pick up their sledgehammer right after we kill her. This is, by the way, the new arena map, which is kind of slick. Sledgehammers are slow, which means we can pretty much counter whenever we want. Although, the price of failing a counter is kind of brutal. You know what? I'll pick it up. I get secondary. I think R is switch weapons anyway. There we go. Let's try the sledgehammer. See what happens. By the way, that wasn't elimination, so we didn't actually get anything out of it. Is it too early to buy a merchant? Probably, but it'll be fine. Leggy, I made him, but I'm not sending him out. Oh, pugilism. Always go for the pugilistic arts. It's very safe. I mean, it takes a while, extends the quote-unquote grind, but it's okay. Come on. Come on, Come on, dollar store Chris Hemsworth. Of the many Hemsworth brothers, all of whom are strangely handsome. I guess it's just in their blood. Or they've got some great plastic surgery. Step back, uppercut. Well, that was kind of an upper slap more than anything else. Haha, bitch slap. Bitch slap. Well, they improved the mechanics of it, or the hit detection maybe. And it kind of feels that way. Oh, didn't expect that side swipe. Didn't expect him to fall down with that. But I guess at this point, it's just a matter of pain. And look, I'm entertained by a wide number of things, up to and including children's cartoons for the most part. If you could call Steven Universe a children's cartoon. The Voltron, Legendary Defender, is not necessarily what I'd call double swing. Interesting. A children's cartoon, considering the content they're in. I mean, they stop short of being completely off their rockers, but it's still kind of fucked up. It's for kids who can... It's either for kids who don't have a brain yet or have enough of a brain. One of the two. You can't... There are two sweet spots, and the middle is not it. The kids who can understand what's going on, but do not have the ability to figure out that, you know, you shouldn't ride a lion and go in an interstellar war unless you are completely trained, or at least are vaguely qualified to not get hit by an axe or a cleaver. Why is this wigging out my brain? Because we're really short. Our center of gravity is amazing, which means our balance must be amazing. I wanted to step backward there, but I think the animation kind of got interrupted. That's fine. Step back. Step back, make him miss, make him pay. Make him miss, make him pay. And head back. Woo! You don't have his double swing, I think. So you're kind of fucked here. Hello. Just gonna keep beating on your head, drawing blood, and smashing you. You know, Mike Tyson used to have anger issues. But even those anger issues could not could not keep him from seeing how much of a lizard fat guy with the hair is. Shit. A lot of my boxing knowledge just started falling out of my head. I mean, it's not like I was obsessed with it before, but you know, I would have imagined that they would have stayed in my head somewhat. At least the names of the bigger people, like the guy that set up the Rumble in the Jungle, Don King, I think. He was referred to by Mike Tyson as a reptile of a man, and I really can't blame him. And by I can't blame him, I can say that I think that his impressions or his statement of the guy is on point. Also that he doesn't like being cleavered in the guts. Step back. Oh, I did not expect him to step forward twice. Now. Oh, it's a good hit, but it's not good enough. Step back. Step back. Not good enough. Step back. Oh, we're hitting the cleaver. That's something. Step back. Step back. Destroy his arm. Next fight. A little risky. A lot of red here. But apparently not that risky. Not enough for me to give a shit, apparently. I don't think he has remiss. Remise? Gotta Google that. And by Google that, I mean, think about Googling it and just not Google it. There are hundreds of things every day people think about learning, but they don't learn. I'm just very vocal about the things that I will apparently try to learn, but not learn. The left to right is a little fast in these guys. Nice cancel. Okay, so we can't do that in that speed. Or that speed. I just want to bash his brain like a coconut. There we go. You're a coconut. Stay down, sir. I don't want to have to bash the rest of your brains in. I don't want to be father to your kids. I mean, you keep what you kill, apparently, so... No. Usually you have a second swing when you have a single-handed weapon. What am I training on, Mike? The power to ruin somebody's face, apparently. I've made improvements to your face, and your ribs, and your life. Okay, so he's kind of fucked up, so he's going to take a break. And we'll handle him next time. Pugilism? You know what? No, Pat. He's an aspirant now. Oh, he got a level. We should probably train him up. Train him up, train him up, train him up. I am almost absolutely kind of certain how we're training out. Feint is correct. Remiss is correct. Parry riposte, not necessarily what we want to look for. Abandon your attack to quickly parry is useless to us. Sort of. Now to start training up shields. Rapidly counter with an attack after a block. Endure. Continue attacks while receiving blows to the shield. I think that's what we want. Not that we can afford shields yet, but it's good to know that we're setting up for the future here. Duels. Elimination aspirant seems a little risky for normal Rick. We might have to quit it like a baby back, bitch. I want my baby back, bitch. In case we get fucked up a little too quickly. Let's remember that we don't have dual wield yet, so we shouldn't be in a hurry to pick up those items. Maybe just that jacket. That jacket looks pretty nice. I also don't have feint, I think. Haha, it hurts. I don't like this map. For some reason, I die a lot in this map. Maybe it's the lighting. I like the outdoor map. I can see what's actually going on. Now, give me your clothes, woman. Yes. Better. Bestest. Bootsest. Shirtsest. Alright, we're good. So now I have become her. Now to wear their skin. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that wouldn't reach us. And that hope was fulfilled. Now, counter. Oh, you got remiss too, huh? Very nice. But do you have a skull that can resist a knife? Like so? Nope. Ow, my ribs. I actually kind of like ribs. Like the food. I can understand why people wouldn't. It's a little messy. Can get dirty. And finding like poor ribs are shit. There's no middle ground for them. There's no like that's okay. It's ribs. It's grainy, or the meat is questionable, or it's mostly bone, while fine in some occasions, as long as the meat bone ratio is off in bad meat, and it's just never worth its money. But great meat you'll remember, great ribs you'll remember. That's it. It'll be a point of discussion. Like you discovered the word of God or something. That's the kind of discussion great ribs inspire. We should be careful because we're not actually that big. So I don't know how our momentum's going to work. Or that or we're not going to do a lot of damage. I should look up the mechanics. See, that was a weird dash. Second swing. Block it. Counter it. Step back and counter the first swing. Like that. Well, we tried to, but execution is always a bit of a bear. Now. Oof. Either of us could have died there. Step back. Come on. You wanna. Whoa. Okay, there we go. I am a little afraid. I shouldn't have been, because now, you know, we made adjustments to her face. She's kind of angled to the wrong way now. Oh shit, a shield. So we can get shields in the aspirant tier. This is a problem. We're a little too slow. Putting out the bill. Trading hits is not great against somebody with a shield. Could randomly die here. But we... Oh shit. Okay. You win. Chill. I am a coward and I understand this. Now I'm gonna alt-tab to see if we're recording. Yay! I did not use like 15 minutes of recordings. Alright, we're good. No, Rick, gonna take a break. Doubles, we can't do. Frey is interesting. I think that's the one where everybody's in the fight, so let's have Leggy. Let's baptize him in the fires of suffering. This is a quarterstaff. This isn't a double-ended stick at all. Hey guys, mind if I interrupt? Let me stick around. Oh shit. You have remiss. That's a little early. Haha. You are a gigantic man. You make me feel small. Not my penis though. Also, they're now synchronized, which kind of terrifies the shit out of me. Let's just get them all on one side. Now. Well, we hit him. Gently. Jesus, there's a lot of you. Also, my arms appear to be broken. At least we can counter that guy. Look, eventually they'll fall. The real problem here is... that guy. There we go. What's the blue bar? I don't think I know what the blue bar is. And by asking about it, I think that pretty much confirms it. Dodge? Okay, shit. Bit of a pickle here. Bit of a pickle. Already took a wound. Could run, but I'm not a... Okay, time to run. Stop it. Jesus. What is your problem? What is your major malfunction? Well, I probably shouldn't have gotten involved in your discussion anyway. I apologize. Oh god, I got involved again. Look, try not to meddle. You don't want to turn into Bare Mettler over here. I am embarrassed for me. For making that joke. Either because the Bette Midler reference might go over a lot of people's heads. Because I haven't seen her in a lot of shows lately. So I don't know how relevant she is in terms of the modern mindscape. Yes, fight each other. Back up. Tell me what you want to do now. Hands up and hands down. Oh, that's good. Step back. Remember, he has remiss. Don't attack me. Yes, that's the one. Yes. Fight amongst yourselves. Yes. The circle of death is complete. Now I am the master. Fuck. You seem pretty fast. You don't have remiss, I think. 1, 2. I don't know if that was a separate swing. 1. No, she doesn't. Now we can counter with relative ease. The daring young man with the dying trapeze. I feel like Dick Grayson in that my name is Dick, and Coriander starts screaming out, I love Dick! Maybe he's like the Bat. He was originally designed as, you know, the socially adjusted Batman, even though his parents died in front of him in a trapeze, either because Vanette was gone or because explosions went off, ruining his life forever, until this crazed madman decided, you know what? I'm gonna get that kid and make it my own. I will ward him. And by ward him, I mean protect him. Not from the jungle, apparently. Hey. I think we got the Mike Tyson build correctly. Look at them shoulders. Look at them rocket launchers. Oh, Jesus. He doesn't have a glass jaw, but, you know, he's not fond of opposition. Okay, we're starting to fail here. Clinch. Cinch. Clinch. That's the one. Step back. Mike Tyson, oh no, we run into that dude whose mother died before the match and he got thus inspiring him to destroy Mike Tyson in the ring because they didn't even have metal to lower his swelling and they filled like a condom with water or something. I know it's a kind of a weird reference to make. Buster Douglas? I want to say Buster Douglas. And now you're Evander Holyfield. Evander? I want to say Evander or the grill dude. George Foreman. Looks like more of a George Foreman with the head. Not enough like creases on the face. Evander's kind of always got this scowl. Unless he's napping. Which usually happens before he gets hit for the very first time in a match. Step back. Okay, maybe it's time to give it a break today. Because I feel really off. In that my shots are not connecting. I'm not predicting well. Did we get him? Well, it's a nice Rocky 2 cross-counter finish. Okay. Now what? I think Normal Rick is ready to give this a shot again. That shield, those shields remain the fucking bane of my... Oh, speaking of which. Fuck your shield arm, son. Stop that. You're gonna die. Oh, shit. Dramatic. Well, that's what you get when you fall in love. And when I don't have to quit. Although you can randomly just suddenly die if, you know, if everything lines up correctly. You can get fucked pretty hard. Novice inept pugilism. Get Mike in on that. Right now, our objective is to make money. And we're doing an okay job thus far. And suddenly the point I was making at the start of the video comes to mind. Like, I am woefully inconsistent at Exanima. Like, sometimes I can predict everything. And other times, like, this entire episode happens. Like, this shambles... The shambles of my skill falling by the wayside until I pick them up again and remember, oh yeah, I shouldn't hold down the shift button, maybe. Normal Rick! Getting back in car. Okay, no shield, that's good. Probably a remiss though, if they don't have a shield. So, let's try to get them. We have a range advantage, so we don't have to be careful, too iffy about that. We just sidestep with an overhead strike, and followed up with an overhead strike as well, to ruin your day. So that was kind of smooth. I'm trying to practice that, the overhead sidestep. That usually gets a lot of people in trouble. Leggy, why don't you try this out? I know we're spreading out the levels. I think that's what we want to do. The more people we have doing matches, the better. Instead of just having to enter a match and leave so that we have time to heal. Because that's how time passes. I can barely see shit, so nighttime arenas are kind of terrible. Are you not entertained? Because I'm not sure you can see the entertainment that is happening before you. This is a poorly designed arena in that case. Block, dodge. Huh, I don't know what happened. There's lightning effects, that's kind of cool. So at least there's a sense of dramatic, if pointless, because no one can see the action. I'm actually gonna pick up that axe. I think there's an elimination. It's also raining. Did the rain start as the match was going on, or did it start from the beginning, I guess? Axe up. I'm not very comfortable with the quarterstaff. I thought it was the hammer. Speaking of quarterstaffs, you have outranged me, sir. Look, I'm just gonna keep swinging until you die. I don't think this is gonna turn out too well. We have no skills to make this work. And we're gonna get outranged. Oh, at least we got him. Heh! Get it? I got him. Well, did not mean to race that way. I don't know how to work with one-handers. Maybe the overhead is what we want to do here. Step back, overhead. Yeah, overhead. Overhead seems to be working. Because we can't outrange them in the side to side, so we gotta dash in with something. The lighting is making it extremely dramatic though. Thunder effects! And it is thunder. That is what Thor is a god of. He's not the god of lightning, he's the god of thunder. So he's like the god of loud noises. People with Asperger's syndrome and autistics everywhere. Okay, that sounded a bit more aggressive than I wanted it to be. People who suffer or who have autism. Because my brother has Asperger's. Like, diagnosed, not just like, I feel like you have social issues. Like, actually diagnosed with Asperger's. So, but I guess, I don't know if suffer is the word I want to use because it's perfectly manageable. But I guess if you want to manage it, it is something you have to, that you quote-unquote suffer from, in that it is a negative condition. But anyway, the point is, Thor doesn't work well with those people because of loud noises. And people who don't like loud noises to begin with, I think he's gonna have trouble interacting with them. Like Thor comes up to you, I'm here to save you. Hey, keep it down, Jesus. Just because you're the god of thunder doesn't mean you have to go around announcing it to everyone. This is way more emotional than I meant it to be because of the rain, the lighting. Like, you killed My family! You raped her! You murdered her! You killed your children! What? Wait, that's not how the line goes. Look, I was excited when the Red Viper showed up, dude. Really excited. Like, I liked his character. Even though I started Agot in the card game, like, I was excited for his character and what little I heard of him. And the reason I heard of him a little is because he wasn't in the story for that long. Rather, the reason I only heard of a little about him. That is an awkward sentence. And my throat hurts a little. We'll figure this out. Okay, since they outrange us, we go for the overhead. Jesus, the lightning is kind of messing with my brain here. So, Jesus, could you keep it down? You see how the way our arm kind of messed up there? Aggressive slashing. You have been slashed. Maybe I should go for the axe. Maybe I've spent too much time with the dual wielders. Perhaps I should go into the world of one-handed combat. I actually like how it looks and how it feels playing, even without a shield, just having a one-handed weapon. It feels very smooth and it feels very stylish, although there is that other hand, but they can still attack, so it could be weird. Should also use double punch. Double punch. Crouching punch. Face punch. It's a rising uppercut. Shoryuken. Wow, that actually worked. I ducked. Holy shit. Duck. Duck, goose, duck. No. I felt. Oh, I don't have pants on. That explains some things. Okay, maybe we shouldn't keep ducking. My skull. How dare you? Step back. He's gonna go. Oh, that's right. We only have the rear hand uppercut. Duck. Well, we could have made that a beautiful counter, but we didn't. That actually looked like a good sequence of punches. Like, we ducked, bobbing, weaving, giving the old Dempsey roll, which isn't a real move, near as I can figure, although it is descriptive and representative of the style that we have come to expect from him. But, sure, let's top this off with an elimination and hope that normal Rick doesn't die. Nice hook. Now, let's go for the head strike. I'm trying to practice my head strikes more. I think they're really strong. It's just that before... Oh, now we have daytime lightning. Monsoon season, so things get awkward. Swing. That's what you get for going for the remiss. Just step in range of him and we should be fine if we're not sure. Because that hook has a very precise range. Also, I think you've gone full Van Gogh, who by the way did not tear off his entire ear, just like a little piece of it. It's not the whole ear. You shouldn't be too concerned about it. It's just a little bit off the tip, man. No, don't worry about that. Nice club, by the way. I would like to join your club, but I wouldn't want to be part of any club that would have Visme as a member on, the top of it. I chopped his leg off. He can't fight anymore. What was that saying about robbing them? Step back. I should have sidestepped. Yeah. Getting in too close there, son. We just met. Stab? The stab didn't work out too well. Holy shit! Oh, this is his face! I feel mildly uncomfortable about how hard I went for his face. Uh-oh. Daggers are way more dangerous than they appear, unless you cut their arms off. In which case, they're not that dangerous. Just go for the head strike. The AI seems to be having a bit of trouble there. Okay, step back. Don't let him take the swing. That was a mistake. You have a dagger. You're more of a stabby person. Also, they have stamina now for their shields. Oh, nice feint, nice feint. And by nice, I mean you got me. Aye, it went past your shield arm. Oh, you got me. Oh, you got me going. You really got me going. I'm gonna chop off your head and feet. Oh, okay, hold on. Please die. I don't want to quit, but he can kill us. Okay, we're done. We're done. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, you can subscribe to Dark Fluffy Cloud channel so you don't miss a thing. That was very poorly played, but at least we got some progression in. I am Patinator. I'll see you later.